Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And it's Garland on the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Nifty move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now here's Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
The answer from Mitchell, a three of his own.
To the paint. Here's White. Mitchell grabs a miss. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. The shot no good. Good work defensively by White. Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. No good on the three. White with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. On the wing, Holiday. Brown inside. Puts it up from 12. Again, the miss by Boston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and Coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should night, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Boston foul.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Holiday. 4 on the clock. White. Up and in on the layup. White's got 5 points.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Right side, Mitchell. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal
They'll
foul.
pin that one on Jared Allen.
First team foul.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. Really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
And it's tied up with that one. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. This group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Outside Strus.
Number 8.
Back to Garland.
Peyton Pritchard.
And stolen by Porzingis. Pass to Brown.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Pritchard.
2 minutes.
Oh, rejected by Allen.
What a difference maker defensively. Allen just controlling the airspace.
Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Garland. Outside Strus. And stolen by Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Oh, rejected by Allen. Brown with the steal. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Drains the triple.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Holiday with the ball. Strus with a defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Hauser. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
There's the steal. It could go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway.
10.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Allen.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Outside Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Pass to Pritchard. The three from Craig. And the three-pointer goes. And the Celtics lead by 2. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Out to Mobley. The three from Mitchell. From outside, Mitchell is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
There's the triple. Strus's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hauser can't get it to go. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Mitchell with room to shoot. Boston with a rebound.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Boston making a switch here.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Outside for Mitchell. Left side, Garland. Back to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And another miss by Cleveland. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mitchell on the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Boston making a switch here.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to White. Back to Holiday. And here's Brown. Misses the 3. Now Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 15.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Tatum. Left side, Porzingis. Pass to White. Puts up a 3. No good. The Cavaliers leading. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Left side, Mitchell. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple. Mitchell's got 21.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
A minute 42 left in the second. Outside White. Pass to Craig. Jacks up a three. The Cavaliers pull it in. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 14-6 run. From deep, Strus. It's another three for Cleveland.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside White. Craig on the wing. The kick out to White. For three. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 9. And stolen by Porzingis. Craig with it. He's picked up by Garland. The offensive rebound. Here's White. He's got 5. It's scooped up. And they pick up 2.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Pass to Mitchell. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by White. Porzingis, big strides. And he drains the quick shot.
Porzingis.
And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right side Strus. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Mitchell. 21 points in the game. Here's Allen. 4 seconds left. 4 on the clock.
Donovan
Mitchell's shot is good.
Assist goes to
Mitchell's got 23 points. And so it's Cleveland closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Celtics trail by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. 3-pointer. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
first team foul.
That one on White.
Shooting.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Pass to Allen. Launches it. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Now here's Brown. White for 3. The rebound by Allen.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Garland. Outside for Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Porzingis. Mobley with the block. Here's Garland. And he banks in the layup.
Garland.
And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Substitution on the court.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Outside White. And no good. The dry spell continues. Cleveland leading by 11. Thompson with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Merrill into the lane. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Wade. Going inside. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Porzingis. And coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Here's Hunter. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Brown. And they're on the break. Here's White. They get it back. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Remarkable hustle on the glass by Brown. He earned that second chance scoring opportunity.
Here's Thompson, defended by Porzingis. Here's Wade. Hunter on the wing. Merrill outside. Shot clock at 3. Here's Jerome. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And the jam by Brown.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Here's Jerome. No points yet. And Porzingis with the block. Looking to end this cold spell. And White with the finish.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitutions for the
Celtics on offense. It's been 8 unanswered for them.
Sam Hauser.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
A shot by Holiday, no good. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Jerome. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Pritchard's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A minute 22 left in the third. On the wing, Mitchell. Shoots over Brown. Here's Allen. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. 4-point game. Pass to Pritchard. This one for 3. Doesn't go that time. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Garland. The rebound, Celtics. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Here's Horford, covered by Mobley. Pass to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Brown looking around. Over Mitchell. Ah, nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Hauser, covered by Strus. Fires from 14. Horford outside. From downtown.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Cleveland on top, leading by 4. After a Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garland.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Mitchell. Mobley, right side. Strus with it. Picked up by Tatum. Mobley. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Celtics trail by 4. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
He's off on the first.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
First team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Craig on the wing. They get the rebound. No good on the shot. Cleveland leading by 6. To the middle. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Left side, Craig. Left side, Tatum. To the wing, right side. Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shot clock at 2. Here's Holiday. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Garland with the ball. Here's Mitchell. Against contact. Mitchell.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Cleveland leading by 10. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Jared Allen.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Holiday from long range. Gets the 3-ball to go.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside for Mitchell. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Here's Allen. Mitchell drives in. Oh, Mitchell just exploding to the rim.
putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
To the wing on the left. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Off the mark there with a three.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Offensive board. Out to Garland. Mitchell with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Tries again. Donovan Mitchell again. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Jrue Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal out.
Pass to Mobley. Mitchell with the ball. And here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Assisted by.
Yeah, I love how Allen controls his body, setting a solid screen and then just gliding into shooting position.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good.
The line for two, Jason Tatum.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Brown. Up top, Tatum. Rejected by Allen. Here's Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted.
Mitchell's got 42 in the game.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Donovan Mitchell.
That one falls.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Cavaliers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Donovan Mitchell.
And down it goes, 2 points. Mitchell's got 48.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Outside for Mitchell. Out of bounds. Boston will have it. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer off the mark. And Cleveland has possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Now Mitchell. And he lays it up and in. Mitchell's got 50 points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Takes the three. They get it again.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, stand...